Good morning from Hungary. Today we are in Budapest and we would like to show you around the city. If you know us by now, you know that we do not like to spend a lot of money. So if you want to know how much we spend in Budapest, stick around and we'll show you.
Which brings us to the start of most people's day, breakfast. We bought eggs, bread, orange juice, and I think bottled water for a little over $6 at the supermarket, and that will last us probably 3 or 4 days. I actually travel around with a little mini kitchen. We have salt, pepper, spices. A lot of Airbnbs also come with that stuff, but we never count on it.
Speaking of Airbnbs, the one that we're in right now is huge. It's $34 per night, which is not fantastic compared to what we typically like to spend, but considering where we are, it's the middle of summer, this is actually a really great deal, and this place comes with everything that we would need.
European handles go up, don't ask me why. If you've been following along, you might be wondering how we got to Budapest. The last you saw us, we were in the Tatra Mountains in Slovakia.
Long story short, we were supposed to take 2 trains, the rail line was down, they transferred us to a bus, we ended up missing that bus. It was a crazy day that we didn't actually capture because we just thought it was going to be a regular travel day.
That was the most horrendous train ride I've ever been on.
So if you like those videos and you want to see more of the details of our travel days, please let us know and we'll be sure to film them from here on out.
We are going to take the trams and the metro and the buses all over the city the whole time that we're here. Each individual ticket is $350. We bought a 7-day pass, which is $5,000 for it. That's like $1,250. They've got 24-hour, 72-hour passes also if you're only going to be here for a couple of days. Our first stop of the day is the Central Market, and one of the best souvenirs that you can buy in Budapest is paprika. So let's go find some paprika.
This place obviously sells a lot more than just paprika, so if you want to do some souvenir shopping, maybe find a snack, we would definitely check out the Central Market.
One souvenir we buy once a month is postcards for our patrons. If you want a postcard from us every month and to help us get to the next country, check out our Patreon page.
Please and thank you. Nathan doesn't let me have any fun and actually look at things because he's worried I'll buy something. It's been known to happen. So we're gonna leave and take the most scenic tram throughout the city. National Geographic voted it the best scenic tram in all of Europe. I think that's debatable.
We haven't even seen it yet.
I mean...
The one in Lisbon was very good.
According to my research, the M2 tram line from the Bararos to the Jazze Militaire stop is the most scenic section.
Sorry if we butchered those names, but the tram goes all the way along the river and it gives you a good view of both sides, Buda and Pest.
Can't say I loved it as much as Lisbon, but it wasn't bad. When you pass the Parliament building, you're going to be impressed no matter what.
I'll also say that the Budapest trains are some of the more rickety and just start and stop trams I've ever been on, so hang on.
One other thing to note is that the entire city is under construction as of right now, so there's a lot of cranes and just construction. In case you're not aware, Budapest is the thermal bath capital of the world. 1,000 years ago, Romans discovered that the waters here were rich in minerals and were perfect for not only relaxation but medicinal purposes. So now you have a city that is just full of bathhouses.
Budapest is currently in a heat wave right now, so we are not going to visit a bathhouse. Sounds kind of miserable at the moment. But the Lucas bathhouse behind me is only $10. Not only is it the oldest in Budapest, but it's the oldest in all of Hungary. Amber and I visited it in 2018 when we were here, and it was one of the most memorable experiences that we had while traveling.
Not only were we the only foreigners in there at the time, we were the youngest by at least a few decades. But worst of all, I didn't have sandals, it was winter, and if you don't know, you have to have shoes inside the bathhouse. All I had were my combat boots. Let me tell you, I had some looks the entire time. I'll never forget it. It was the most uncomfortable but hilarious experience of my life. Coming up next, Fisherman's Bastion. It's just down the road. It smells like throw up out here.
Google Maps never takes into account the amount of work that you have to take to get to where you need to go.
As every good city view goes, it's not without a bit of effort. Oops. Jeez. Wow.
It's like a fairyland castle.
This is definitely one of the best places to come if you want to get a great view of the city.
This isn't quite what I was expecting. This is Fisherman's Bastion. I didn't expect like a castle, but that's exactly what this is. Okay, it's not a castle, but a church. Still awesome. Fisherman's Bastion is a lot more touristy than what I expected. There's Starbucks, there's cafes, and all of the best lookouts, but it was built as a tourist attraction. 120 years ago or so, Hungary built this in celebration of its 1000th birthday.
It's 12 o'clock, which means it's lunchtime.
When you get to the top of the Fisherman's Bastion, don't go straight down afterwards. Go behind it. It's the castle district and basically the old town. It's beautiful. I am starving, but I'm really excited for lunch. We are going to a restaurant that is owned by a Michelin star chef, but doesn't have Michelin star prices.
Looks like there's people waiting outside. That's to be expected.
Okay, we got a lot more food than what I thought we were gonna get. We got 2 different sandwiches, a soup, and 2 homemade lemonades. That guy was a salesman. He knew everything. Everything seems like specially made, and it's awesome. It was 5,860 forints, and we'll see what we get. They'll call our names when it's ready. It's so good. And soup. That's delicious. Definitely not canned cannibals, that's for sure.
These special lemonades that we ordered, mine is ginger and elderflower. Nathan's is blueberry and blackcurrant.
These look small, but they've got some heft to them. This place knows what they're doing, and I already know it. And I haven't even bitten to the sandwich yet. I got the pulled pork, classic pulled pork.
So American.
Wow. Alright, let's try it out. First bite's gonna be mostly bread.
Ooh, that looks so good.
Yeah, almost perfect.
I love the size of them.
Good pieces of pork. They look small, but they're not. It's a good amount of food.
I have a chicken sandwich with a raspberry onion jam and some type of special cheese that I don't even know how to pronounce.
Ooh.
Yes.
You also have caramelized onions.
Mm-hmm. Well, these are raspberry jam onions, not just any old onions. You can really taste the raspberry. I like it. It's kind of sweet, but it's really good. That was so good. Neither of us could finish it, so we're saving a little piece for later. We'll be back there later. This is the Dohany or Dohany Street Synagogue. It is the largest in all of Europe. It's about €12 per person to go in, so we're not going to see it today. But it is one of the most recommended things to do in Budapest.
If you want phone service when you arrive in Hungary, Yetel is the only cell phone service that will sell to tourists. We paid 5,000 forints for 12 gigabytes, and that's their intro package. That's the only one that they offer. Up next, we're going to go to one of the most notable buildings in all of Budapest, the Parliament building.
Ta-da-da. This is my favorite building, I think, in the world. There's just something about it that I'm obsessed with. This is the third largest parliament building in the entire world. And not only is this building magnificent, but all the buildings surrounding it. I don't know what that is, but it looks incredible. It's probably a museum. I love it. Literally just steps away from the Parliament building is a free museum. It's temporarily closed and I don't know why. Well, we were hoping to show you the museum. It's really small, just gives you a couple really cool facts about this location, and sadly that's just not going to happen today. But just remember, when you come here, try to go to the museum. Something unique that you won't get to do in every single city is a river cruise. For only €9, you can take a 70-minute ride, including a free drink, down the Danube. Although there are several bridges you can walk across in Budapest, this one you see behind me is the chain bridge. Sadly, it's closed right now, but this was the original that connected the Pest side to the Buda side. If you don't know, Budapest was a merging of 3 cities back in the day: Buda, Pest, and Buda. It's 3:30. We are running out of steam.
One thing you definitely need to do is go to a ruin bar. It's in all the guidebooks. We've also heard that they've become a little touristy, so we're gonna check one out, see what the prices are like, and we'll see how it goes. The Budapest public transportation is on the honor system, so every once in a while, somebody could ask you for your ticket, but not every single time. Make sure you validate your ticket if you've got a single ride, otherwise you will be fined.
I would never risk it. Just buy the pass.
Well, we are gonna go check out another bar. That one was a little bit too expensive. They were like $1,800 for it for a pint and $1,300 for a small beer. We've seen cheaper prices, so we're gonna go find another one.
That is the original ruin bar, and I think what it started off as is people just were squatting and wanted a place to hang out. So what they would do is take abandoned furniture from off the street, bring it inside, and it kind of just started as like a dance club, place for people to hang out, drink, and then that's what it's become today.
It is right next to Boris Gastropub, so this is a popular, cool street. It's just not where we're gonna choose to sit for a while. Just around the corner from the ruined bars is this alleyway. I don't know if it has any name or anything, but it's lined with bars and restaurants, and the beer was half the cost. I got a beer for 950 forints, and Amber got a wine for 650. Dang, that's the small. Soprani, local beer.
This rosé, which is only $6.50, is almost a third of the price of a single beer back at the ruin bar. That's crazy. That's good.
Budapest was hard to research for. It was hard to find the local spots, the cheaper places, the true authenticity of the city.
While researching, I found that the restaurants that served the most authentic and genuine cuisine for Hungary were actually the most expensive and like high-end, which is not somewhere that we're going to go to. So it was really, really hard to find like Hungarian goulash for a really good price.
If you have any advice on where we should go other than the places we showed you in this video, leave us a comment, let us know, let other people know. What have we missed?
Nathan was just staring at me all lovingly, and I'm thinking, and he goes, "That's not my favorite haircut." What am I supposed to do about it?
Amber has told me that she's hungry at least 5 times the last half hour, so we are gonna go get dinner. If you're looking for a cool place to hang out, get some food and some cheaper drinks, check out this place. Skip that ruined bar.
major twist of events. The goulash that we were hoping to get was almost 10 euro for, or $10 for literally a bread bowl, which would have been a cup of soup. We're going to try one more place, and it's actually the same place that we ate goulash at back in 2018.
It's in front of one of the churches and squares that you should see here in the city while you're here.
We're almost there. I really hope we can get a table. We are hangry.
We got a table, and this is a pretty nice restaurant. Amber ordered the goulash soup, and I got beef with Hunter's sauce.
And for anyone who doesn't know, Hungarian goulash is not at all like the goulash that we make and know in the United States. Here it is a soup with paprika, and it's a little spicy. It's delicious. Oh, that looks so good.
It's a very large piece of nice beef with gravy and sauce and a dumpling. This isn't just bread. It's delicious. Look how red it is.
Yeah?
I've got no complaints. You can see the paprika and the color and how red it is. That's what you're looking for.
What was the damage?
9,300, which is the largest bill we've had by far anywhere, but still I think cheaper than what we would have paid at the food truck place. Our final destination of the night is the Buda Castle to watch the sunset, and then we're going to see the city lights from above.
I wanted to see Buda Castle once it was actually dark, so we figured we would watch the sunset from the other side. Problem is, there is no actual sunset. There's way too much cloud cover, so there's not much for us to see, unfortunately. Let's quickly recap everything that we did today. We showed you our $34 Airbnb, we showed you the popular tram rides, how to get the tickets, the Central Market. We went and saw the overview of the city from Fisherman's Bastion, a pretty affordable lunch spot and a really cool lunch spot, I will say. After that, we more or less just wandered. We showed you this Parliament building. Our dinner was a little more than we would have liked, but we already explained that whole fiasco. Overall, we didn't spend too much today. This was a pretty good day, even though it had some failures along the way. Why do we do this to ourselves? Oh my goodness. Wow. I was a little nervous. On the way here, the lights in the city just still weren't turning on. They turned on. You can't see it quite yet, but you will in just a couple seconds. Is it worth it?
Take the funicular. Actually, no. Save your money.
We definitely recommend coming to Buda Castle at night. There's nobody up here. You can see a view of the city. It's really nice. So, it's like 9:30 and it's time to head home.
Up next, we're going to take a bus from Budapest into Novi Sad, Serbia. We'll see you tomorrow.
We're gonna meet a very special friend.
Oh yeah.
Allison, we'll see you soon.